Hello everyone, I'm Triple J, and I'm still tired. Holy smokes. The Calgary Expo 2016 event was a fantastic event. On our first day, we doubled the amount of attendees for Thursday, which is usually just 4 to 9 p.m. for regular attendees, and you can get in at 3 if you have a deluxe. Last year, it was 6,000 attendees. This year, 12,000. And I should know because I think I met about half of them while working my shift at the Big 4 Expo store. We were swamped. And from what I heard, the people working at the BMO Center Expo store, they were hit even harder. By the end of the night, 8 o'clock things started to calm down. 8:30, I could see the end of the line. And by 9 o'clock, when all was said and done, we were 30% sold out of all our merchandise. It was... I've been volunteering at the Expo since 2009. I have not seen a time like this since 2012 when we had Adam West, Stan Lee, and the entire Star Trek TNG cast reunion. It was unreal. We unfortunately had a number of guests that canceled due to scheduling conflicts, a couple of them from the Walking Dead series, and that's to be expected as they start filming right at the end of April and the beginning of May. So that's why they couldn't make it. At least that's from what I learned later on. And I worked around, did a couple different shifts, and of course I also worked admissions and line control, but mostly I worked 3 full shifts at the Expo store. I think after Friday things really slowed down, thankfully, so it was a bit more relaxed, a bit more easy to take care of. Of course, you don't go to a convention without buying some swag, so here's some of the stuff I buy. First, from Red Skull Comics. Yes, my obsession has begun with the Funko Pop series. I not only have several from Doctor Who, Fallout 4, and Star Wars The Force Awakens, I now have this one, Godzilla, based off the 1954 design. This was really, really cool. And of course, they were giving out these free mini towels. Captain America Civil War, yes, I am Team Cap all the way. Nothing against you, Iron Man, but literally, Avengers Age of Ultron could have been subtitled, "Hey, let's build Skynet." And of course, the owner of the store made me see just how much of a weak man I am, and I ended up getting the bombshell edition of Batwoman. So let's take this out of the box and see what it's like. So, go this up. Here, kind of an impromptu unboxing. Ooh, lots of tape on this one. Okay. Ooh boy. Careful, 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 careful. Oh, and she's covered in styrofoam. What did you know? Got wood in. Most of the weight is like this. Here, her base, and then there she is. Ooh, is it this way or is it this way? Okay, and she is covered in styrofoam as well. Okay, here and here, and of course she comes with a little tag that attaches. Oh, is that a magnet on there? Or is that? Oh, right here, magnet on magnet. And this thing is really cool. Look how tall that is. 165 bucks, but really great. Looks like she stepped out of the comic, which I've only just recently started to get interested in from all the really good stuff I've heard about it. Written by a writer named Maggette, who also worked on Angela, Queen of Hell over at Marvel Comics, as well as a retelling of Wonder Woman's origin series, which is really cool. Be sure to check it out. So yeah, this one is going on to the collection. So as you can see, really nice figure, really great stand, looks really good, and finally it's actually really nice to have a statue of a female character that has decent footwear. This is just a minor irritation, well, that I've seen over the years. Basically, every statue of a female character that I really like, be it Rogue or maybe X-23 or Storm, that I really want, they have high heels. And it's just annoying because, come on, have you tried on high heels? Have you run in high heels? Have you fought in high heels? It's really hard. From Matt Stevens' booth, Geeko Graphs, which is commissioned metal fan art. Imagine fan art done on slabs of metal. I got this nice little bookmark from Rey from The Force Awakens. It says on the bottom, "I know how to run without you holding my hand." I thought that was pretty nice. And if you think this is really nice here, like, take a look at that. He has got an amazing array of metalwork artwork there. I have no idea how he does it, but it's just fantastic. He even has one that's the entire tableau of the Doctors, numbers 1 to 12, minus Peter Capaldi's Doctor, the 13th Doctor, and the War Doctor, John Hurt. Maybe next year you'll have them there. And at another booth, I forget which one, I'm very sorry about this, I got a replica of the Central City Police Detective Badge. So I thought that was really cool. Also, there are usually 2 or 3 booths that sell geek-themed glasses. And I picked this one up. I completely forgot the booth name. But I got this one here. It's basically Finn's helmet. Disobey. Really cool. And on the back you even get a little BB-8. That's so cute. From the Expo store, before they all sold out, especially in extra large size, I picked up the Calgary Expo 2016 8-bit shirt. It's really cool. I'm a sucker for Mario. And I picked this up as soon as I could because holy smokes, these were almost entirely sold out by the end of Thursday night. I was very lucky. Also, from one of the other volunteers, I got this awesome sword. I can't remember what it's from, but I like having an additional sword around. I find that when I'm writing, it's really good to have something physical in your hand so that you can imagine, how it feels to swing, to hold, how it moves against your body, everything like that. So really cool. And even comes with this this here, which is basically the hilt. No, wait. The hilt is the thing that you hold. Sword guard thing? I'm not very technical on this stuff. Give me a moment. But at any rate, it connects onto here. How? Magnets. And this thing is sharp. I swear to God, I could shave with this thing. Really good deal. The volunteer, Craig, thank you so much for telling me about this. I'm glad I got this off your hands instead of sending it off elsewhere. The obsession continues after Godzilla, which I picked up at Risco Comics. This one was the first Funko Pop figure I picked up at a booth. I cannot remember which one it was. I feel really bad about that. But it's an exclusive Harley Quinn classic figure that glows in the dark. Following up on that, I picked up this one here, Captain Code. Especially after I read that really amazing post by Wentworth Miller where he talked about his weight gain, dealing with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts, and I just felt a real connection with the character and with the actor himself. And that one, I do remember who I bought it off from. Alchemy. So, let's see here. Let's make sure I get the address, and I will also put it on the bottom of the screen. alchemyapparelonline.com. It's really cool. They had some amazing people working the booth that were also dressed up. One of them was a fantastic Lara Croft cosplayer. I got the picture right here. See? Really cool. And they even had on their out their favorite Funko Pop figures. So Go to the website, check them out, support our fellow geeks, and continue supplying your Funko Pop obsession. Speaking of figure obsession, I continue with my SH Figure Arts obsession. The first one I got from kind of an anime manga mixed whipping replica apparel booth. I got Injustice Gods Amongst Us Harley Quinn. Now I did pick up the Amanda Conner Jimmy Palmioni comic edition of Harley Quinn that came from DC Comics, and I do like it. It's really nice, but the figure, it just is not as posable as SH Figure Arts. And I really like it. This has got a lot of stuff, different expressions, different hands. She comes with 2 guns, the giant hammer, and you can basically pose her however you want. And the other one I got this from Video Game Traders of Canada. Their booth had this one sitting there, and I picked this up. This is a real steal, you see. Usually, even though this is D-Arts instead of SH Figure Arts, these ones sell for almost the same price, which is $45 to $60, depending upon the figure. Because the casing outside and some of the plastic inside was damaged, I got this for 20 bucks. This is a steal, and this is Mega Man's, I think, Falcon armor from X6, I think, X5 or X6. I'm not sure which. I'll probably put on the correction right here. But again, this is a really good steal. Another of the D-Arts I got is one of their earlier Zero figures from Mega Man X, and it was really nice, so I was really glad to have picked this up. And of course, you cannot check out the Calgary Expo without checking out Artist Alley. And as soon as I saw this picture, I had to have it on my wall. This is basically set up in the old style of the classic Sailor Moon cartoon anime. Really lovely, really nice, and was done by a local artist called Chloe Urza. So I will also post right along here her Tumblr account so that you can go to it, check out the other amazing work that she has. She is started off self-taught. She has drawn for years, and this just captures, you know, the spirit of Usagi, I feel. It's a fantastic, amazing picture. I'm really glad I picked it up. And speaking of more amazing, really cool fan art, I picked up a set of, I think it was this full set of Steven Universe Crystal Gem artwork for $80 by Carrie Huddleston. Here's a gentleman here, and just pan. So you can see he's an amazing artist. He had a whole bunch of really amazing art right there. And as soon as I seen these prints, I had to have them. So here is, let me get them out. Okay, here is Jasper and Peridot, Angry Little Slice of Pie, Giant Cheeto. We've got Lapis Lazarus. You know, jeez. I really hope that she makes it through the end of this Stephen Baum. Oh boy, it's going to be intense. I've got, this one was the set I got for free. Who knows, maybe he has the deal similar on his website there. Oh, Ruby and Sapphire, woo. Super Precious Bird Mom, Pearl, Square Mom, Garnet, and of course, Amethyst. And, oh, and Steven with Rose Quartz. I love all of them. I think the Lapis Lazarus one is my favorite. Garnet is amazing. Again, check out his website. Buy this art. Support these amazing artists. They're just absolutely wonderful. I have a hat. That's right. At one of the booths that was set up there, they had Dipper Pine hats from Gravity Falls. So, seen it. I've seen the first season. I gotta watch the second season. I've heard how great it is. I love the first season, so I got this hat. There are also quite a few really cool cosplayers too, such as this one of Dipper, Mabel, and this triangle guy. Aren't they cool? I also picked up, also we usually have booths where people are promoting not only their artwork, but also their books. And this one here is the Traps Family Adventure, the old one, as by national bestseller, award-winning author Lawrence E.R. Adams. And this is all about Inuit tales and stories of their culture and mythology, and it looks really nice. It's got some nice artwork inside, and I also bought the full pack for a friend of mine. And of course, I got some autographs. Not as many as years past, but still really nice ones here. The first one I got, because we had him there, Brandon Routh of Legend of Tomorrow and Superman Returns and Chuck. Really, really nice guy, down to earth. I asked him about what it was like to say the line in Superman Returns. You know, statistically speaking, flying is the safest way to fly. Because it's such an iconic line for the original movie that Christopher Reeve says. And on the podcast Geek in the City, they talked about how for the final episode of Smallville, they brought out all these costumes for Tom Welling to try on. And they brought out Christopher Reeve's Superman costume. And Tom Welling was like, nope, cannot do, I can't, that's too much. So I kind of wondered how it was, you know, for Brandon Routh to say that classic line. And he said it was difficult for two things. One, he wanted to say it differently, to deliver it differently than how Christopher Reeves delivered it. And two, sorry, I'm still tired from the convention. He didn't want to trip over saying statistically speaking, because I sort of stumbled over it. Overall, really nice. It was great to have him there. And then, of course, we always have some voice actors, and this year I got Steve Bloom, who I first came across as Spike from Cowboy Bebop, easily to date one of the best English dubs made for anime ever. He even said on it, "Jamie, see you, Space Cowboy." And he's even kind of dressed up too, you know. I got to talk with him for, you know, a couple minutes because his line wasn't that long, and he's really nice. He demonstrated some of the lines. I didn't even know that he was Grunt in Mass Effect, and he said he had a fantastic time doing the, well, I call it the Happy DLC they made for Mass Effect 3 after that ending. He said it was great to come back. He has a lot of fun delivering all those lines, you know, like, Shep, because I was on fire, Shepard, remember? Keep up. All that kind of stuff. And I asked him about doing Hulk versus Wolverine. I asked, did he ever feel pressured into sounding more like that Australian guy from the live-action movies? And he had a laugh at that, and he said, no, the Marvel guys were quite easy to work with. That that the voice he had for Wolverine was the voice he had in his head whenever he read Wolverine, and it ran really close to what the Marvel guys thought of Wolverine sounding. So it was really cool and nice to talk with him, because I think voice actors, along with artists, are just really magical people. I mean, they just, like, he did this voice from Digimon. I think it was the second series of Digimon that came out, or the Digimon are now in our real world. And I forget the character he does, but he just did it. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. In fact, I still have my DVDs of Cowboy Bebop and all that, and the movie. And it was such an honor to meet him. Unfortunately, I could not get Jess Harnell's autograph for a friend of mine because he broke his foot and he was still putting on a concert. That's quite the trooper there. All in all, though, Calgary Expo 2016 was a lot of fun. I walked about 13 kilometers a day. It was intense. I was so tired. I indulged in quite a bit of the local cuisine. Oh man, good thing I didn't have more than I already had. And now I gotta try to work it off. I'm not too bad, but still, you know, that's good food they got there in Calgary. Did I mention the con crud? I'm Triple J. And that's what I got left to say. Take care.